Hi Pisces, welcome to your new love 14. Better late than never. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Ace of Pentacles Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support yourself if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, obviously, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. And also, it could also be a new development in an existing relationship, like something new coming in or a new development. So just FYI. All right. For Pisces. Okay. What are we dealing with for Pisces? Let's stay here. I want you to be able to see it, but I realize it's like I can't. I mean, it's like I'm right in front of it. So pulling over here. Knight of Swords. Okay. It's here, went over here, and then went. Okay. All right. Knight of Swords for you. Whoopsie. Pisces. This could be unexpected communication, unexpected new situation. This could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that you're dealing with. Okay. Pisces. Whoopsie. Pisces. All right. New love for Pisces. Yes. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups, the Devil, that could be Capricorn, 2 of Cups, and the Emperor, which is Aries, High Priestess, that could be Pisces or Cancerian. Set those there. Get little guys. Pisces. Interesting. All right, so what's this 5 of Swords about? Right? That's 5, right? 7. This 5 of Swords about? I think this is somebody coming back in unexpectedly that you're very familiar with. I think this is, honestly, I think this is an ex. What's this 8 of Cups? What's this? I had to turn the fan off. What's this 8 of Cups? Pisces. Death. Holy cow. Could be Scorpio. This Devil card about? And this is 2 of Cups. This someone that can't let go. The Fool. What's this Emperor? You are not letting go of someone. You're having a hard time letting go. And so are they, let's be honest. This is somebody from your past that is revisiting. It's like they're wanting to open negotiations back up or something. They're reaching out. Probably online, unexpectedly so, or they're going to come in pretty quickly and be like, hey, hi, how are you? Remember me? And maybe, you know what, it kind of feels like they're wanting to just check and make sure that we're really done, right? Like we're really over. Okay, just checking. What is that? This is, it's like you two get so far and then you but you haven't, for the Pisces that I'm reading for, you come far enough on your own, but then here they come, and you both are questioning again. And part of you is wondering what they're up to, or if they can be trusted. You're not sure if you should even entertain it. Like you're kind of just going, I just don't know what to think. Like this is you thinking, not sure about this. That's it. So what's this Emperor about? You're going to have to be the one to end it, Pisces. Honestly, because you two are doing this. Well, what do you think? Well, what do you think? Well, I don't know. Well, what do you think? And you're going to have to be the one to definitively end this. Because somebody needs to, especially with your, you questioning and thinking about this, as much headspace as this is taking up for you, you need to be the one to definitively end this with this person and let them know, you know what? I did know, because you're both kind of waiting for the other person to be who you wanted them to be, to say what you wanted them to say back then when it would have mattered. And this person, it's almost like just showing up. They want that to prompt you to do the rest of the work. It's the same dynamic you left with them. That's why you two left. Or that's why you two didn't work out before. So it's going to be up to you to put the definitive on this, because they're thinking that they can kind of just show back up and then old habits will kick in and you two will be fine again and everything will, you know what I mean? Like they're kind of seeing if it's gonna go either like taking your pulse almost. So it feels opportunistic. This person coming back in, seeing how you are and what your mindset is, and seeing if they have a chance or not. Like, are we, you know what I mean? And it's not, even if they have been sitting around thinking about it, this is not a good, it doesn't mean that you have to act on how they feel. It doesn't mean that just because they showed up that you jump into high gear again. No, they've got some explaining to do themselves. And it's just, it's a new start. Them finding out that you have new interest, new whatever, or you're just not interested anymore. You want to turn the page. What's done is done. You and I are over with. We're done with. Probably shouldn't come around again because it's pointless. And you and I both need to move on. You do what you want, but I will be moving on. I think they need to hear that. Because I honestly, I feel like this is opportunistic and it's kind of insulting because there's no effort other than them just kind of showing up unexpectedly. That shock value is going to do the work for me, and then I'm going to wait for Pisces to jump into gear. Sorry, clean the glasses. Like, here I am. Wow, that'll do it. I just showed up out of the blue, and then, the element of surprise. No, is that how little they think of you? You know what I mean? Like, worst case scenario, is that how little they think of you? That they can just kind of show up, because I don't see anything beyond effort, beyond showing up here. I don't see any effort on their part. There's no pursuit. It's just them reaching back out of the blue, and that's supposed to be enough to kind of, get things going or something. Really? So just because they've sat around thinking about it, they can't let go, they've kind of reached this turning point, and they're questioning, that does not obligate you at all in any capacity. And it's pretty arrogant that they think that should be of interest to you in the first place. Like, you just showing back up. It's like, do you have words to accompany you showing up, or are you just going to think your presence is going to do it for you? Because it's not. So if you don't have anything to say, then, I do. And it's that I think we both just do better to, and you don't need to come back and check on me. I'm good. I will always be good. I don't like the arrogance here. That's what bothers me, is I feel like it's arrogant. I don't like it. What's this Knight of Swords about? It's Knight of Swords. Magician, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. So it's opportunistic. It's someone seeing what's going on. It's here I am. It is I have shown up. Oh, what do you, not impressed. Not impressed, Pisces. You've been there, done that. If that's all they're coming with, just expecting things to be kind of like that, that this power and control that they kind of had, this magnetism that they kind of had, but showing up under the guise that, well, I was just going to see if we could make it work a second time. A lot of great ideas, but no follow through. No thanks. You deserve better. For the amount that you gave the last time around, you deserve better. I think that this has to do with this retrograde, because across the board, all of these relationships, I think there's only 2 that are dealing with actual new people. But this, for all the readings, at least thus far anyway, they've been about somebody's ex coming back, and I think it has to do with the retrograde. I just realized that because I thought, God, not a lot of these are new loves, It's all someone coming back around for a second time. Someone comes sniffing around again. You just keep walking. That was for life is speeding up, Antelope Spirit. Fine, but that doesn't mean that you have to go in that direction. Life is speeding up for you on your own, not because this person showed up. So they might kind of pop back in and just think it's You keep on the trajectory that you are on, because your life is starting to speed up. Your life is doing your own thing. Just because this person shows back up does not mean you change course and course correct to go where they are or stop everything. Nope, it does not. You keep doing you. Originality. Blaze your own trail. Yes, not with this person. This is not. They can keep wondering what their chances are, or, how are you feeling? They can keep wondering that. You don't have to validate. You're not obligated to, make them feel better about feeling that way. I get the sense that you guys had this dynamic worked out to where, you were really in tune with their needs and wants and behaviors and what this look meant, and then what you were expected to do if this happened or whatever. And so it's almost like them showing back up is supposed to set everything in motion. Just the mere presence of them reaching out or showing back up. It's just very arrogant. It's very expectant. And I bristle at that. I really do. If you can't tell. So yes, blaze your own trail. You're well on your way. Who's this reminding me of? There's another reason like this where somebody was like up and running and doing their thing. Oh yeah, I think it was Virgo. I think it was Virgo. It was Libra. Anyway, they were doing their own thing, and it's like, nope, just keep walking. This is someone that's probably tired of having to adult or handle their own life because you did a lot for them, and you need to be done doing that for them. That behavior pattern needs to be finished. It's about blazing your own trail, trying new things in a relationship, dating different people. Because you don't need to do that for anybody unless they're willing to do the same for you. You know what I mean? Unless they're going to be there for you in the capacity that you were there for this person. I think that's part of why they show up in kind of the big way that they do, because that shock value, and it's like, oh my gosh, they got that swagger, and look at how sexy, and there's got to be more to it than that. Ugh. You want differently now. That's for Pisces. 3 of Wands. Good. That's you keeping on, and this is you looking to the future, not to the past, not with this person, but you're looking to your own future that you've set in motion for yourself. Big things are coming. You've been working towards a few things. You've been really gearing up for a few things, trying this project, going here. There's a lot in flux for you, and it's just best to keep in that vein and keep going. And things are set to break open for you. You've started a lot here. So stay with that. It's going to come to fruition. Whatever you're working on, whatever you've started, it's going to pan out. It looks good, but it's not going to be with this person. Your time with them is done, and it needs to be done. They need to get that message. They don't need to keep showing up like this. It's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to work anymore. No disrespect, but they need to kind of move on with their own life. And they honestly, part of the reason they're showing back up is so that, like I said, they might have gotten tired of having to handle their own life, you know? They might want a caretaker or somebody who's really nurturing. And you are done with that. And if you aren't, you need to be. You deserve better. What else for Pisces? Queen of Pentacles. 9. I was going to say, where's that 9 of Swords? I didn't mention it because I thought, oh, that's kind of a crappy thing to wish for. But honestly, I was hoping it didn't. But I was going to say, don't be surprised, though, as much as I'm sitting here, you need this and that. It's because of this. Because that nurturing side of you is going to kick in. And this is going to cause you some angst. Probably unexpectedly so. And that's why you might withdraw and kind of go dark. Because any exposure to this person, you're going to want to fix it. You're going to want to help. Because they have that something that it just worked between you two. So don't be too hard on yourself if you find that this is taking up a lot of, like, even though you kind of withdraw and you tell them a certain way, don't be surprised if you are a little worried about this, or you kind of overthink a few things like you always did before. It's just the nature of the old behavior patterns kicking in when this person resurfaces. But it might cause you some sleepless nights, and this is also suggests that this is an issue for you two. This whole dynamic that you had, maybe codependent, or maybe you being the nurturing one. And that cycle needs to be broken. Like, that's done. And that's why it wouldn't fit with you two to reconcile, because you don't want to be that person anymore. You want that in return. You don't want somebody to take that from you or just takes. So you're looking to the future and whatever you've been working on. But don't be surprised, even in looking to the future, if this is going to be a bit angsty for you and you're like, oh, I've just got to stay strong. You do. It's probably going to go against your instincts to not, especially with this person, but it's okay. It will pass. It'll feel strange, but it'll pass. Okay. All right. Okay, Pisces, I hope this was helpful. and I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by. This is your new love reading, but actually new development in an older situation. Okay, all right, so thank you for stopping by, and you take care.